Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this.
All right, welcome to another episode of Podcats. This is our last episode before Thanksgiving break. And as usual, we're joined by two new co-hosts here. We're joined by two seniors, Cooper Temples and Tyler Haas. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us on here.
So let's have you both introduce yourselves. Again, talk about what year you're in, maybe what you are involved in here at West. And then, if you have plans for next year, maybe talk about that.
Yeah. You want me to go first? Yeah. All right. So my name is Tyler Haas. I'm a senior here, as Mr. Burgess said. As far as sports, I guess, I played golf this fall, and that just got done not too long ago. I don't do anything else really here anymore. But as far as next year, I plan to study meteorology at Iowa State. So that's kind of the plan for.
That's kind of cool. I don't think I knew that about you. No. So you're a weather guy.
Oh, big weather guy. Oh yeah.
And what got you interested in meteorology?
Honestly, I liked tornadoes when I was little, right? And then there's just kind of a break if I didn't like weather. And then 2 years ago, it just kind of clicked again. And ever since then, now I have my own Snapchat story, giving out weather updates and stuff.
That's cool.
And so I've just kind of started doing that a lot and just kind of fell in love with it, yeah.
So you want to be on TV and do the type of meteorologist or a little behind-the-scenes meteorology?
More behind the scenes, I think, would be kind of more so of what I would want to go with for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, and, your interest in golf also relates to weather because weather can definitely have a profound effect on your golf score. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go there for a little bit because I'm a golfer. Wind or rain, which would you least like to play in?
Oh, I hate the wind. Oh my gosh. The wind is a huge factor. I've played in rain many times and it's been fine, but the wind, oh my gosh. If you're hitting into the wind on a very long hole, it's it becomes impossible. You just want to go home. There were times this season where I want to go home.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, especially when you get and it's blowing right at your face.
It's terrible.
And it's just an automatic intimidation right before you even tee off.
I'm the opposite, but the only reason why I am the opposite is because when I was coaching golf, I had a lot of time to work on the range and work on hitting my ball lower. And so I can do that. So I feel like it's not that I like to play in the rain. It's just if I'm competing against someone, I feel like that gives me a little bit of a competitive advantage because I know how much people hate to golf in the wind. So
yeah.
All right, sorry, Cooper. You just been waiting, and I hijacked the conversation.
No, it's all right. I'm Cooper Temples. I'm also, like they said, I'm a senior here, and I've been playing football and baseball. I didn't play baseball last year because, as you guys know, I broke my ankle, kind of held me out a little bit. But I'm going to be going back playing baseball this year. And for college, it kind of depends on my football, on who offers or whatnot. Or if I don't play college football, I might go into a trade school or might just continue finding different jobs in real estate. I'm not really 100% sure on college because a lot of the stuff I really don't want to have to spend a lot of money on college if I don't have to. And another possibility would also be going to EMS school and becoming a firefighter. Also, that could be a possibility. And what Tyler was saying about becoming a meteorologist, he's not lying. I was in one of his classes last year, Earth and Space Science. Dude was a wizard. It was crazy. No, it was not fun, but he had fun. But no, it was difficult. But yeah, Tyler, I definitely see that.
There was a 2 week period where we just talked about weather.
Oh my gosh.
And that was my favorite. That was the best part about junior year, honestly.
For you.
I bet it's cool that we have opportunities like that for people like you. And right now you're doing the internship.
Right.
Have I ever talked about the internship program on this podcast?
A
few times. That you're getting an opportunity to see what it's like being in the real estate field. And so those are both excellent examples of some of the classes and offshoots that we have, programs that we have that allow our kids some experience and things that, hey, what do I want to do? Well, you took that class and you know even more so that that's what you want to do.
Exactly.
So awesome.
So Cooper, a lot of options, it sounds like.
A lot. And then,
And so potentially if you play football, I know it's either to go play at Oregon, your favorite team,
he wishes.
Cooper's
I
favorite
wish,
team.
yeah.
But if you do go play, and for those of you who don't know, Cooper was sort of like a jack of all trades this past year. I think you played probably 5 different positions. What would you want to play in college?
probably running back, because I feel like if I were to just get quicker and put on some more pounds, a lot of receivers at the collegiate level are a lot like taller, and that's really just the way it is. So I'd probably work on being a back more than anything else. So I mean, this year I was in the backfield most of the time. So,
But with your
We'll
experience as a receiver, then you can catch
right,
passes
Receiving
out of the
back as well.
backfield, and those are important in a lot of offenses. So.
right.
So that's a nice little segue then to like your seasons. So you both were involved this year, finished up your senior seasons in your respective sports. So Cooper, let's start with you. Can you maybe talk about the football season, how it went? You can especially talk about compared to last year.
Yeah, and you
Jim
can add
Madsen
in
did a
as
little
well.
story on you. Yeah, so go ahead.
So yeah, this football season, we started out pretty rocky as I think you can correct me if I'm wrong. We were 2-2 at one point.
We were.
So we had a little rough spot. We lost to Bloomington and Community pretty bad. Bloomington was a bad one, and we went into the Bloomington game. I felt like we were kind of just like gliding because we'd beat them so many years in a row. I felt
We
like
had a lot of injuries going into that game.
we had I think 5 starters that had injuries, and then we just went into it. They kind of just steamrolled our defense, and then our offense we weren't clicking anywhere. So then we get blown out, but I felt like that was kind of a wake up call for everybody. And then we had some people come back from injury, and we
had 2. So we were 2-2, and we had Peoria coming up, and we had Wabansie Valley, which is an 8A real big school. So there are a lot of pessimistic people out there. I would say outside
2
the
and
football
4
community saying, "Yep, they're gonna go 2
that
and
Peoria
4."
game was a big game for you
Right.
guys.
So then going into the Peoria game, I mean, we had morning workouts the Monday after we lost to Bloomington. I don't think anybody said a word. Coach Finch was just like, he was straight faced the whole time. We were like, shoot, we're gonna get yelled at. There was some inter squad like beef going on. Some people saying stuff they shouldn't have said in like group chats and stuff that had got out. So we all knew that we were gonna.
Sounds like the Bears.
Oh yeah, we thought we were all gonna get in so much trouble. So we go into that week of practice. We had a really good week of practice. We had some people moved around to different positions. Like I started playing linebacker that game. Was my first game throwing at linebacker. So we go into that game, and I feel like it was super windy, so they couldn't really throw the ball, which helped us. And we, I don't even know, we kind of just shocked everybody. We ended up winning that game by 2 points. It was
Played awesome.
It was down to the nail. It was they were driving with like 30 seconds left. Finally, we were able to stop them and won that game. Went into the next week. We played that big 8A school, like you said, who they thought they were gonna walk right through us. They were just thinking they pooped in our urinal in the locker room. So I mean,
Classy.
No respect
at all. So
Yeah, they also had some of their managers for their freshman team ran over to our side of the field and stole our water jugs because they were too lazy to get their own water.
My gosh.
So yeah, we beat them. Then we won out the rest of the season from there. Get to playoffs, and we draw East St. Louis for a 3rd year in a row.
Yeah, well, we started with Chicago Simeon. We can talk about that. I mean, Chicago Simeon wasn't like a walk in the park. I mean, they had
Notre Dame
on the rankings, they had 5 top 100 players in Illinois.
Yeah,
So
they
it
were
wasn't like
super talented.
we just and so that was a huge win. And I thought the score
game
was closer than the game
was
indicated
for sure. But yeah, that was probably one of the most painful games I've ever played in my whole life. They had that middle linebacker going to Notre Dame. He hit hard, and we had Malik Givens, who had 3 interceptions, should have had 4 with the pick 6 that got called back. So we kind of played really well all around the field. Our defense took a huge step. We only scored 20 points, so our defense really stepped up that game. They played really well. We had a touchdown on defense, should have had 2. So I felt like they had a really great game that game. And I mean, yeah, we ran for, I want to say around 200 yards probably. So yeah, it was really
The
really
defense to me is what made the season what it was, because against Peoria High, they were really good. Yeah. And that helped. And that win
and against
right there made
Peoria
a
High,
huge
they
difference.
averaged like 40-plus points a game.
Right.
In the past 2 years ago, when I was a sophomore, they were these big, scary
they
team
got
that was
second
60
state that
points a
year.
game. Yeah,
Yeah.
they lost state championship by 1 point. We go in to play them, and we hold them to 6 points, which is like those 2 years, this year and 2 years ago. That's just like nobody holds Peoria High to those points.
Right.
I feel like,
Right.
yeah, our
And they
defense
got
won
into
us
the
those games.
quarterfinals of 5A, I believe.
Just lost to Joliet Catholic.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Wow.
And then we ended with East St. Louis for the third year in a row.
East
So
St.
Thank you
Louis for
to the
we'll stop
IHSA.
there. Yeah, we'll stop with that. But overall, I mean,
Great
I think
season.
we
I thought-
exceeded expectations. Had a lot
100%.
of lot of young guys step up.
Right.
So
Really wish we could get that Bloomington
fun
game
game.
back.
Yeah.
I want that one back.
yep. I don't blame you. All right, Tyler, finished up golf. We'll talk about golf a little bit.
Yeah. So, fourth year. I mean, I played all 4 years, and this is actually my first year where I played on varsity for the whole season. Because last year I was on JV, but then I was on varsity. It was kind of bouncing around. So I was proud of myself for getting to that position where I could finally do that. So that was one success of this season. But honestly, it wasn't golf-wise. Golf got me this season. Golf got me. So it was one of those seasons where not a lot went right, but you just kind of had to work through it. Some tough courses. We played some tough courses
For sure.
and but
What's
it was
the hardest
fun.
one? What one's your favorite? And that's hard as well.
Okay, so my favorite. Oh my gosh, I would say I want to say ISU because I worked there, but I feel like that's
You do
too
love
biased. I do
ISU.
work
I
there.
mean, yeah, I've only ever played at Ironwood because I live on
God, I love
Ironwood, so
Ironwood.
I play there all summer. I got
Yeah.
the membership and everything.
Yeah, I would say my favorite this season. Parkview Golf Course. That was a fun one. That was kind of a shorter one, and that was a fun course. I actually have a good story about that course. We went to that course, and I was having a pretty good day. And I forget what hole it was, but I made a bunker shot for birdie, and so I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I'm having a great day, and I'm not even joking. The kid in my group 2 holes later, it was a par 3 with a road to our left. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to aim to the right because I'm not going to put one on the road here. And this kid goes right at the pin. And I'm looking in the air. I'm like, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. And no joke, 2 bounces maybe, and goes right in the hole.
Oh, that's
Hole in one.
cool.
And we're just like, oh my gosh.
That's
Like
cool.
we're jumping up and down.
He
And
just had to one-up you.
he just had to one-up me. I was like, my shot doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, I've never witnessed a hole in one.
Me
I've
neither.
definitely never had one, so
was-
that would be really cool to see.
It was crazy. But honestly, it was a great season. Like Parker McDermott, junior team, he won conference this year. So he had a good season, and I'm proud of him for that. He worked hard for that. And honestly, got some, had fun with my friends. Got my friend Carter to play golf this year.
Yeah.
And he had a lot of fun as well.
Yeah.
And so it was overall a fun season. I had a lot of fun. And
Can't beat you get out of school a lot. Oh
my God, that's
true.
You get
I
to go
miss
play
so
golf
much
in the
school.
in beautiful weather, so it's tough to beat.
Exactly. It was
Yeah.
a fun season overall, yeah.
Yeah, I was on the high school golf team, and those were some of my favorite times of high school, is practice and just hanging out with the guys. And meets were fun too,
Yes.
but we didn't have meets quite the same way you guys have meets now. Like, you have a lot of 18-hole tournaments. I think we had one a season, and then conference, and then regionals.
Regionals.
Do you
and
still play?
sectionals. I do when I can.
Now and then, yeah.
So we play every once in a while.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
So
Yeah, it's fun.
We won't talk about
You a
who
big
usually
golfer?
wins. I became
He's-
a big golfer during COVID.
Dude,
when there was
same.
nothing to do, I just was like, you know what? I want to try to finally get good. There was not much else you could do outside. And so I just watched YouTube videos and
golf's
taught
fun.
myself.
It's so fun,
It's
dude.
because you can always get better. Like golf, like you have your good days and you have your bad
Exactly.
days, but like you can always
Yeah.
progress a lot. So
Yeah.
and then like you said, COVID, I moved to Ironwood, so I've been playing golf, just not on the golf team, but I got membership. I play multiple times a week when it's good weather. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
addicting.
I definitely, well, first of all, I would say Mr. Burgess is probably, if I had to pick a person that I've seen the most improvement on in such a short period of time, it would be him. Like, the first time we played golf, the ball was all over the place.
Well, I couldn't even get it in the air.
I mean, it was bad. And now I have to play well to beat
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
So it's
it's a fun game.
yeah, but it is a cool game. And the other thing about golf is, like, you can, when you get older, like me, you can start moving up. Like, you
Right.
know, instead of playing the blues, I'm going to play the whites, and then in a few
exactly.
years. Unfortunately, I'm going to play the Golds and probably never play the Reds. But, it's one of those sports. But it's tough.
Yeah.
And
It's such a
I'm
tough
not
game.
sure. Like, you can always get better. I agree. But you can also get worse.
Oh,
Because
very
there's been
good.
some
Oh my
times
gosh.
where I've gotten, like, somehow I just am awful. And when you've played at a high level and then you can't play at a high
So
level anymore,
frustrating.
it is very frustrating.
It is
It's so
extreme.
frustrating.
Teaches
It
you a
knocks
lot
down.
about
Oh my
perseverance
gosh.
and,
Yep.
and
Maybe it means you should go buy a new driver.
Sometimes
that
it's
always helps.
It's
the
the putter's
greatest feeling
fault.
of all time.
Yeah.
I remember one of my last years of coaching, I was absolutely awful off the tee. I could not hit the ball off the tee. It would go two fairways over. And I would still compete with my kids because I'd like hit it under the trees and then chip it up to the green and chip in or make a long putt. And the kids were just like, how did you do that?
And you're just like,
I'm bombing the ball 300 down the middle and we have the same score. And that's another thing that I like about golf is there's a lot of different
is very
ways.
true.
yeah, you can get some
score.
shots back.
You can have a
many different
terrible
ways.
drive,
yeah.
I wanted to give a shout out to the volleyball team since
Oh, yeah.
we were talking about a couple of the sports. It was a lot of fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
That team, and also a shout out to those fans who followed them and watched and came because it was one of the most electric, probably fan bases that we've had at a West Sport for a while. It was really cool to
Right.
have a couple buses go up. And unfortunately, watch them get beat by the eventual state champion. That's 2 years in a row that we have had to play the eventual state champion in the state quarterfinals. Again, proving the IHSA does not like
St.
us.
Louis.
They always make sure that we have the hardest road. I swear it's like it's normal community is they drive everything IHSA related and want to make sure. I'm just kidding.
We have the most difficult road.
I mean,
Well,
that,
always
that
seem to
has
have a
been the
difficult
case.
road.
Yeah, we've had
Yeah.
East St. Louis champions and then the volleyball team. But yeah, me and Tyler have been very lucky. All 4 years here, we've been a extremely elite volleyball group. So
have.
we every year since freshman year when
Yeah.
we had
Yeah.
Avery Hernandez went to state, and then
Yep.
sophomore year we were really good. Last year
Yep.
we were really good. This year
Every year.
And they'll probably be
Quarterfinal.
good next year.
And they
I
probably
mean,
will.
yeah.
And the thing is, I remember freshman year taking the bus up to, or actually down to Taylorville. I think for
Oh.
was it at the Super Sectional?
Dude, that was
That was awesome.
the best.
That was great.
Like a
Because
really
Taylorville-
small gym
Yeah, and it's
and-
like a circle around there. It's like a bowl.
Dude, and they had I
So
remember
loud.
the
That was
whole
the coolest volleyball game I've ever been to.
They had a whole section out of that dedicated to a student section. It was and we have 30 people
Their
over here.
whole town's there. It
The
was
whole town was
amazing.
there, and we won. It was one of the most electric games ever.
Very
We won
cool.
in 3 sets by 2 points?
Yeah, it
maybe,
was- it was-
down to the wire.
Yeah,
Very cool.
Yeah, that's
State,
really
yeah.
cool. I was thinking actually on my way back from that bus ride, which was a long bus ride. Not only did we lose, but I had a bunch of sophomore boys who
Oh.
weren't the most mature. But anyway, not that student athletes, I should say, that they put in all the effort, like in golf or in football or in volleyball or whatever, so that we can enjoy. But that's kind of an offshoot, like Ellie, right? She's played volleyball, I don't know how many hours,
A lot.
and worked on her game and gotten stronger and faster and all those things. And you put so much effort into your sport, and your parents put so much money into your sport, and we're just kind of there to watch.
Right, that's
And
true.
we're benefits of all these all these athletes and coaches too, all the work that they put in, and they don't often get credit for that. But I'm giving them a shout out now, not just to all the volleyball players and coaches, but all the athletes and band members and all those extra hours that are spent in.
yeah,
For sure.
for sure.
All right. So last question I have for you is, what would you say you took away most from being involved in athletics here at West? And, the second part of that would be, what would you tell, younger people who are involved or that are thinking about getting involved?
You can go first.
I would say it's not a walk in the park. You just can't. Junior high is so much more different than high school in some ways. It's the competition is higher, right? I mean, junior high you're pretty local, but when you get to high school, you could be playing teams from Chicago, St. Louis. So you have to work hard. You can't just work hard. all you can. I know for football, you guys are practicing every day. I mean, sometimes in the mornings,
all summer
long. I mean, you have to work at it, and if you work at it, you will get results. So and there's gonna be some frustration, like golf. I had plenty of frustration this year, but you have to work through that frustration, honestly, and to be successful.
Good lessons for life in general.
Exactly. Yeah.
For me, this is difficult. So when I moved over quarantine during COVID, and my dad coached at Normal Community. I went to Chittix Junior High, so my whole life I grew up with everybody from community, and then I was brought over to Normal West, and I didn't really have any friends freshman year because my first time meeting people was at football in the summer, because football starts multiple months before football starts. So football never really ends.
In June.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
yes.
I get right over here. I didn't really know anybody. I just thought, well, I'm just going to do my time. I'm going to do my time, play football, hopefully go play college football somewhere, So the biggest takeaway I kind of had over these past 4 years was that every year I kind of grew closer with the people around me. Because like I said, coming in here freshman year, I didn't think I already have my best friends. They're just going to community, and I was not very high spirits about that. So one thing that really hit me a lot was kind of coming together with all the kids around me. And then my sophomore year, when I was brought up to varsity, all those seniors became older brothers to me, and Jacob Davis is still dating my sister. So I mean, he's still older brother. I'm still super close with Laurel and Laurel Fisher and all those guys. And then when they left, it was kind of oh shoot, what do I do now? All my friends are gone. So one thing that I really learned a lot about West was that while playing football, it kind of is like a really big brotherhood, and kind of just, like I said, brings everybody together. That's the biggest takeaway I got from that. And some advice I give to upcoming West athletes would probably be just to work. They can work a lot harder than they think we can, because we have so many talented athletes that come through here that could have been a lot better than they are, that they just think that everything comes easily. So one of the main things that I would say is you got to want it, because whether or not you're super naturally athletic or whatnot, colleges look at your grades. They look at the kind of teammate you are. They look how coachable you are. When we have young kids who come through here who aren't any of those, it kind of just throws it off. And then they get to senior year, from what I've seen from when I was a sophomore to seniors, they're like, oh shoot, it's too late for anything. So the biggest takeaway I'd probably have from that is nothing's given. So whether you think it is because you're gifted in junior high and you're way taller than everybody, way faster, way bigger, eventually all that catches up to you. And those big kids that are fast and athletic and are able to talk crap in junior high and freshman, sophomore year, eventually that catches up when all these kids start to mature and their bodies grow and they become better athletes.
And enjoy it. It goes fast.
Oh, yeah.
And we can all attest to that.
I was going to say,
it goes really
super fast. I remember after our final game against East St. Louis my sophomore year, Jacob Davis talked to the whole junior class and sophomore class, saying that one day you're going to be it's just going to hit you and it's going to be all over, and it goes way faster than you ever would have thought. And I was kind of thinking that all season this year. I was dang, he was right.
Yeah, here we are.
Yeah, it goes way faster than you think.
Yep.
Exactly.
All right, well, that's good advice. Probably better than I could give.
Yep.
So
agreed.
We'll take a break, and we'll have an interview. And when we come back after that, we're going to finish with a little game. This is a very sport-heavy episode, so we're going to finish up with some NFL talk about the tiers of teams, and it'll be funny this is in November. This is November 19th, so it'll be interesting to see, once we talk about this, how the season actually ends up in February.
Yeah.
So
Today's podcast sponsor is Select Screen Prints. Select Screen Prints has been in partnership with Normal West for over 25 years, providing quality Wildcat apparel at an affordable price. Choose Select Screen Prints for all of your custom t-shirt, sweatshirt, and apparel needs. They now offer digital printing, which allows for fast turnaround and excellent quality at prices that are less expensive than most online apparel companies. Select Screen Prints is the choice in Bloomington Normal area and beyond. Check them out for your next apparel order.
All right, I'm Mr. Rumps, and we're going to ask some questions of Normal West students and staff and random people to walk by about Thanksgiving. So can you state your name and your year?
My name is Avery Feltus, and I'm a junior.
Okay, first question. According to the questions Mr. Franz put together, Have you ever secretly farted at Thanksgiving and blamed it on a relative?
Yes.
Sinner. All right, that's disturbing. Second question. Your favorite Thanksgiving food is?
My mom's mashed potatoes.
Mashed taters. Favorite Thanksgiving dessert?
Pumpkin pie.
Sorry, is that the way you should say pie?
Yes.
Pie.
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 Pass.
Pie.
All right, last one. Does your family have any unique Thanksgiving Day traditions?
No, I don't think so.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, can you state your name and your year in school?
Lisa Nichols, super duper senior.
You'll figure it out. There's still hope. All right, so first question as prepared by Dr. Franz. Have you ever secretly farted at Thanksgiving dinner and blamed it on a relative?
No, I have not. I'm telling the truth.
You're lying. Okay. What is your favorite Thanksgiving Day dish?
Sweet potato pie.
Is that how we say pie?
Pie.
Pie.
Yes.
Pie.
Pie.
All right. Next question. What is your favorite Thanksgiving Day dessert?
Probably derby pie.
What is that?
Kentucky derby pie. It's like it's like a pecan pie, but it has chocolate chips in it and it has layers. It's a
Does it have pecans in it?
Pecans.
Okay. Why you? I don't know what it is. Okay, thanks.
Pecans.
Okay.
I said it had pecans.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Last question is: do you have any interesting or unique Thanksgiving Day traditions?
Yeah, we have a tablecloth that everybody has to sign.
What do you mean?
It's a tablecloth, and everybody has to sign it that's at dinner that year.
So do you reuse it the next year, or is it just?
Yeah, it's a and it's my mom used to embroider over it, but I don't embroider, so it's just we use like magic markers.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right.
Can you please state your name and your class?
Jack Hanks, class of 2025.
Got it. All right. First question is: have you ever secretly farted at the Thanksgiving Day table and blamed it on somebody else?
No, but I would do that though.
Can you make that maybe a goal? It's important to have goals here at West.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, next person. Can you state your name and your class?
Kendall Gonzalez, 2026. Oh, 2026? Yep.
Sorry. All right, have you ever secretly farted at the Thanksgiving Day table and blamed it on your dad?
No.
She has. All right, sir, can you state your name and your class?
Andy Lopez, 2025.
Senior, good. Okay, so have you ever secretly farted at the Thanksgiving Day table and blamed it on somebody else?
Yes, and I just took the blame.
So no.
So, okay, got it.
I farted.
Okay, that was really good. All right, on the honors track. Good. All right, can you state your name for the record and your year in school?
Sean Jenkins, class 2025.
And have you ever secretly farted at the table and blamed it on somebody else?
Yeah, definitely.
People need to know.
It was at the kids' table when I was little, so didn't really matter because we're all kids. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, what is your favorite? Squeeze in. What's your favorite Thanksgiving Day food?
Mac and cheese for sure.
All right, favorite dessert?
Pumpkin pie.
All right, good. Favorite meal for Thanksgiving?
Turkey and mashed potatoes.
Okay, we just said one. Okay, so favorite dessert?
I don't know.
Good, okay. All right, favorite food?
Tacos.
For Thanksgiving, okay, good. All right, so favorite Thanksgiving Day dessert? Are you even listening to the questions, dude?
Yeah. Flan.
Flan, okay. All right, can you state your name and your year in school?
Joshua Butler, 12th grade.
All right, and then I got some Thanksgiving Day questions for you. First one is, what's your favorite Thanksgiving Day dinner?
Bacon, mac, and cheese.
Well, that's a good choice. What about dessert?
Strawberry cheesecake.
Oh, that's good. Last question. Have you ever secretly farted at Thanksgiving dinner and blamed it on somebody else?
Yes.
All right. Can you state your name and your year in school?
My name's Elias. I'm a senior.
All right, and I got a couple of questions about Thanksgiving for you. So your favorite Thanksgiving meal is?
As in like the dish?
Your?
All right, so like the main thing would definitely have to be ham.
All right, ham. All right, favorite dessert?
Pumpkin pie for sure.
That's a good choice. Also, have you secretly farted at Thanksgiving and blamed it on someone else?
Can't say I haven't, no. No.
Can't say you haven't?
I don't know. Not to my remembrance.
Can you state your name and grade in school?
I'm Nick, and I'm a senior.
All right, so first question is, what is your favorite Thanksgiving Day dish, like the main dish?
I like turkey.
All right, turkey. All right, what's your favorite dessert?
I like chocolate chip cookies. I'm not a huge pie person.
At Thanksgiving?
I'm not a huge pie person. I don't really...
Chocolate chip cookies at Thanksgiving?
Sure, we'll go with that.
All right, last question. Have you ever secretly farted at Thanksgiving dinner and blamed it on somebody else?
No.
You lie. Okay. All right, can you state your name and your year in school at Normal West?
Hi, my name is Sandra Itukola. This is my third year at Normal West High School.
All right, thank you. And then do you have any favorite Thanksgiving Day traditions?
The favorite things I like about Thanksgiving is like having people together. Yeah, having people together, eat together. Yeah, is the thing I like on Thanksgiving.
Okay, and then is there a favorite dish that you serve?
Turkey.
Turkey. All right, last question. This is an important one. Have you ever secretly farted at Thanksgiving dinner and blamed it on someone else?
No.
Madame?
I don't know.
C'est vrai?
Oui.
Oui, hein? Merci beaucoup, madame.
Je vous en prie. Thank you.
All right, I got a couple questions for you guys about Thanksgiving. Can you state your name and then your year in school?
I'm Drew Hart. I'm a senior. Brady Hart, senior.
All right, thank you. All right, first question. Do you guys have any favorite Thanksgiving Day traditions?
Not really. I mean, after we're done eating, we kind of like make crafts in the basement. I think that's pretty fun.
You guys are in the same household. Okay, it's good to know. All right. Second question. Do you have a favorite dessert?
Pumpkin pudding. Like I don't know if many people have had it, but it's really good.
So is it where you make pie wrong, now it's pudding?
No. It's like in a like thing, like the.
Hey, my eyes are up here, sir.
The pudding packets. It's like a pumpkin pudding packet, like the regular.
So a pumpkin pudding packet?
Yes.
Okay. Last question. Have you ever secretly farted at Thanksgiving dinner, but then blamed it on someone else?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, thank you very much. All right, can you state your name and year in school?
Hi, my name's Eden Pina, and I'm in 9th grade, so that makes me a freshman.
That's good. Good math. All right, so the first one is, can you give us your favorite Thanksgiving Day dish?
I like cornbread.
All right, okay, main dish, cornbread. All right, what's your favorite Thanksgiving Day dessert?
Pumpkin pie.
Good. All right. Have you ever secretly farted at Thanksgiving Day dinner and blamed it on someone else?
Yeah, because it like stunk, and I didn't want to be known as like a stinky farter.
Good call. Thank you. All right, can you state your name and your year in school here at Normal West?
Charles Cowley, super senior.
Super senior, good. You'll get it. Stay the course, buddy. All right, first question is, what's your favorite Thanksgiving Day meal?
It'd be ham, potatoes, and stuffing.
Okay, what about favorite Thanksgiving Day dessert?
Pumpkin pie.
All right, welcome back. As usual, we have a game to end here. If you're not a sports fan, then this section, I guess, might not be for you, but we are in the middle of the NFL season. We're all on here. We're all big NFL fans, so we thought we'd do a mid-season check and talk about the tiers of the NFL teams, and then maybe we can all give a prediction on our Super Bowl and Super Bowl winner.
Yep.
At the end. All right. So, gentlemen, we'll start with you. How would you like to do this?
Well, we can start with. Want to start with the worst or the best?
Start with the worst.
Okay, let's start with the worst. I'm gonna put one out there. Jacksonville.
Oh,
Jacksonville
they're bad
is down there.
Yeah,
They are
Jacksonville is really
So disappointing this year.
Yeah.
And you know what? Didn't they just pay their quarterback? And
Trevor Lawrence just got
now they're
a ton of money.
They're stuck. I mean, same with the Giants, who Daniel Jones has proven year in and year out that he's not very good.
He just got sent to their.
Yeah.
I just saw something about him getting sent to third string backup behind.
Yep, and
two
you're
guys.
paying that guy millions and millions.
So
And Saquon's over here balling out in Philadelphia.
Yep. So are we all here Bears fans?
I am.
Sort of Chargers, but I was kind of Bears
Hey.
fan. But okay, here's the thing about me. As you guys know, I'm a diehard Oregon fan.
Mhm.
For professional teams, I'm more of like I love the sport rather than I'm in love with this team.
Okay.
I mean, like,
But if you
like,
had to pick.
probably Justin Herbert's my guy.
Okay.
So I've been following the Chargers a lot, but Bears, yes, to the bloodline, all my friends. and-
Okay.
So
So here's what I want to call this tier. The Bears are really bad, and we all complain about them. But I'd rather be the Bears than these teams.
Yeah.
So Jacksonville, we said the Giants. Do we have others that we'd?
Panthers.
Oh my gosh,
Panthers.
Although they've won a few games this year.
yeah, I just don't. I'm
But
not
we beat them.
high on Bryce Young. at
The
all.
Browns. I'd still again.
The
rather
Browns are a
than-
hot mess right
Yeah.
now.
Yep. The Jets. Honestly, I'd rather
Yeah,
be the
they're-
Bears
what
than the
are they?
Jets.
Are they 3-8
They've-
right now?
Yeah. So they've put a lot of
How
stock
do you
in
have
Aaron
such an
Rodgers
upper
and-
tier defense and then all of a sudden you're just bad?
Right.
It's just I don't know. It's,
Aaron Rodgers is not the answer.
Yeah, you know,
He's
I've
not
got
the- he's not.
I feel like
He's
we're
getting old.
missing. I feel like we're missing a team. The Saints have been pretty.
That division's just really
awful.
bad.
Oh my gosh, that division is
Yeah.
terrible. I think
Taysom Hill just had a game though.
Yeah, he
Sunday.
did. He
Yeah,
did.
he's.
And who'd they beat? The Browns.
Yeah,
so
that's
there's
true.
another team
That's a
on
good
that list.
point.
Yeah. So
Patriots have been a.
yeah,
They
but
just-
I
they
you
beat
know,
the Bears.
but again, if I was a Patriots fan, I'd at least have some optimism because Drake Mays looked pretty good. Okay, so let's then move the next tier to
hold on, we forgot about the Raiders.
the Raiders. Yeah,
2-8.
Yeah,
They're
Raiders.
bad.
Yep. Yep.
they're bad.
The next tier, let's just call the Bears tier then.
Okay.
Bears.
I
So
would say the
who-
Patriots
below-
are
a
probably
little
in the
below
Bears
average.
Well, they beat them.
tier.
So
I was at
that's
that
true.
game. It was horrible. It was
Yep.
Oh, you were
horrible
there?
to watch. Yeah, it was terrible. It was.
yeah.
Yikes! What they sacked him 9 times? They had 9 sacks. that
It
game?
was yeah, it was 9. I think it was 9.
Yeah.
It
Pretty
was. I didn't see one touchdown thrown by the Bears that game.
I would
Yeah.
say maybe add the Buccaneers in that list.
Yeah.
They've underperformed this year.
They have. I do like Baker Mayfield, but they're not as.
The Bengals would be another
Ooh,
team
Yeah,
that
but I
are
was
similar.
just lost
thinking
to
about
the
them, but I'm
Bengals.
like,
I
they're
actually
better
just-
than the Bears.
actually,
I
I
feel
just
like if they
saw a
played the
thing.
Bears right now, they would.
Well,
would.
right, but they're having
Whoop 'em.
they're having
an off
a
year.
below expectation
Yeah,
year,
and no
similar
doubt
to
about
us.
that.
And they have talent.
That's
Correct.
true. But the Bengals, I just saw when they were playing the Chargers. So first of all, that game was good until the end. There was like 4 possessions back to back for both teams with under 3 minutes left, where they'd 3 and out. The Bengals missed 2 game-winning field goals.
Yep.
Like it was bad. But I saw a thing where it popped up on the screen of that if the Bengals were to win that game, that means they like the percentage that they would have made the playoffs would have gone up like 25%. But now that they lost that game, it said they had a 7% chance of going to playoffs, and now that the Chargers won it, that 63% chance. So
Okay.
I think you
Wow.
got to throw the Dolphins in there too.
oh
Yeah.
yeah,
That Tua thing, oh my gosh. Like, when that happened, it was season's over.
Yeah.
And Tyreek
back.
Hill, wasted talent. I mean, he's on my fantasy team this year.
oh so a lot.
And you know how many times I've wanted to trade him now that Tua's hurt? It's just he's not useful anymore. It's
He's
just,
back now.
Yeah.
But he's doing better. yeah.
Some other teams I think we forgot to mention. We forgot to mention the Cowboys. I'd rather be the Bears than the
so
Cowboys.
disappointing.
I'd rather be the
Cowboys
Bears
have been
than the Titans. So the positive side, there are a lot of teams that I'd still would.
that are really down in the dumps.
I mean,
Would
that's the way
rather
the
not be.
NFL is made to
Right now.
be.
Yep.
Exactly.
That it's not like baseball where you can just buy your way out of everything
You
and be a
can't.
super
Yeah.
team, and
No.
and the NBA is ridiculous in terms
Oh my
of
gosh, yeah.
you know,
I
I'm a
hate
free
watching
agent
NBA.
and I
College is
want
so
to go
much better.
here because I don't want to go there, and 1 or 2 people make a huge difference in football. it's not necessarily that way.
The 49ers I would put as another team similar to the Bears that have high expectations.
There's a lot of underachievers this year.
The Rams.
I agree.
Yes.
So the next tier I would say I'd call them like frisky, potential playoffs.
Right.
Yeah.
But
I'm going to throw Vikings in there. Well, they should make the playoffs. They have a really good record, but I'm not sold on the Vikings. Like I think that the Bears are going to beat the Vikings this weekend. I'm making that call right now.
They need to.
They do.
It's a must-win.
Yeah, I guess.
I would put the Cardinals.
I was about to say the Cardinals. Yeah,
as they're a frisky team that I maybe wouldn't want to play, but I don't think they have a realistic shot of winning.
I think the Seahawks are probably in that.
Yeah.
The Seahawks. I can see them making a run. Honestly, they could be that one team that kind of just. I don't know.
With Geno Smith as your quarterback, how far can you go?
I don't know.
The Commanders, I would put in there.
I like Daniels a lot. Talented.
Now, for Bears fans.
Oh no.
Okay. Midseason.
Yeah.
Rookie year. There's a lot of good. The Broncos I'd put in that category too. Where would you rank the other quarterback if we could redraft?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rank Caleb Williams still number one over the quarterbacks that you've seen so far?
Not a chance.
Okay, so tell me your ranking and be honest and don't use your bias Bo Nix just because he had a good game.
I mean, Bo Nix is leading in a lot of rookie quarterback stats right now.
So what happens when Bo Nix is on his back or
when he's
having
on the
to
Bears.
scramble for his life?
That is true. I think if I were to redraft right now, I would take Daniels, Bo Nix, Williams.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I think. Yeah, I would take Williams over
part
Drake
of Williams' issue is that he holds on to the ball,
which was not an
issue. He has
issue
no line either
last game.
Right, because they were just getting it out, and I think it seems like, and I don't know, I'm not inside his head, but like he doesn't want to make mistakes, so he thinks too much instead of just saying play quarterback. If you throw picks, you throw picks. That's part of the learning process.
Just needs to play.
But that's your offensive coordinator's
Which they just
job
fired.
to get him into the mindset of that
Yeah.
and just basically say, hey, we're not trying to win football games right now. We're trying to develop you.
Yeah.
And our offensive line is not great. So we're running these routes, and you just need to get rid of the ball. And if you mess up, you mess up.
Yeah.
Right.
I was watching SportsCenter actually yesterday, and they were talking about, or Herm Edwards was on there. You know who Herm Edwards is, former coach, and he had a great rant about Caleb Williams and how he's like, the coaches have ruined him. He's like, I'm telling you, this guy is a top-level quarterback. He's like, this is your quarterback. It's the coaching that has ruined him.
Yep.
And it's a shame what they've done to him.
It is a shame.
Well,
But
hopefully we can figure
because
it
he
out.
has
I hope
all
so.
the tools to
Chicago's where
be
quarterbacks
good.
go to die.
To die.
Fields.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Fields wasted talent.
But
oh my gosh.
Wilson's having a heck of a year.
Yeah,
so.
Wilson's been
Yeah.
pretty solid.
Yep.
Pittsburgh, I mean, let's go to the elite.
Yeah. So who?
I'm sure we missed some people.
So who do we
in that.
realistically think that can win it?
contenders.
Can win it?
I'm going to throw the Steelers in there.
Yeah.
Steelers and the Ravens.
Let's
both
do like
from that
divisional
division.
championship contenders rather
Okay,
than Super
okay,
Bowl's
okay,
harder
okay.
to do
Okay.
right now.
Yeah. So
Steelers and Ravens, obviously, for the AFC North. AFC East,
Bills.
Buffalo is
Far-
separating
just beat the
themselves.
Chiefs. So
AFC
It's
South.
hard.
Texans.
It's hard to beat the Chiefs.
AFC
multiple
South,
times,
It is.
so I don't
No,
know
it
if
is.
That'll happen.
I don't know.
I mean, the Colts are not very good. The
Jags.
Jags are awful.
Yeah. So Texans.
And then AFC West.
Texans. Yes.
AFC West is, I mean, the Chargers are, I don't know. I really like the
We're-
Chargers and
Yeah.
where they're at right
Yeah.
now. Their
I
coaching,
think
their
we need
defense.
we need some more young receivers because Herbert is
Yeah.
no bias, a great quarterback.
I think the AFC playoffs are going to be fun because it's going to be deep. But I think the NFC, to me, there's been two teams that have really sort of elevated themselves, and I think it's Lions and Eagles.
Yeah.
Lions are good.
Lions.
So-
I really like Dan Campbell.
Yeah. And
That's
David
one guy
Montgomery,
I like him a lot.
former Bear, has had a great season
Yeah.
for the Lions. So.
The Lions offense is just so fun to watch, which leads me to
Just the crazy good, like
Yeah.
historically.
which is why I hope that the Bears hire Ben Johnson, who's the Lions offensive
Yeah.
coordinator. But we'll see. So Super Bowl predictions as of November 19th, and we're going to hold you to it. I have mine. We'll start with you guys though. Go ahead.
You can start.
I don't know.
I know it's so tough.
I want to say Chiefs,
You
but
always wanna
no
say the
way.
Chiefs.
No, but like, there's no way they get 4 in a row.
I hope not.
Except it's just so hard to count them out. It's so hard. Like for the Bills, it's hard. Like they just beat them. It's hard to beat a great team 2 times.
Yep.
You might catch them once, especially because they got all these players on IR right now.
I don't
They're very
think
beat up.
that they're gonna face the Chiefs in the playoffs. I'm gonna predict that the Chargers are going to beat the Chiefs in the playoffs.
Oh.
And it's going to be Chargers versus Bills for the AFC Championship.
I think
the Bills
will be
win.
in the Super Bowl.
This is different than your earlier prediction.
I think Bills will be in the Super Bowl. this year.
I would agree with that one. And then I don't know who they would.
I would love to see the Lions in the Super Bowl.
too,
I
but
just
I don't know.
don't.
Do they have the experience? I don't know if they have the experience in the playoffs.
Well, they're not going to have to go on the road.
Yeah,
which
it's
helps.
Possibility.
So
I mean, maybe they will. I wouldn't mind the Lions and Bills.
That'd be a fun Super Bowl, actually. Yeah. That'd be a good one.
I like to see the Lions win. You know,
Mhm.
I like their coaches. I
Yeah,
like
one of my
golf. I
all-time
like
favorite players is
Amon-Ra.
Barry Sanders.
Oh yeah. I have his rookie card.
I'm sticking with my prediction.
Can I have it for free?
I have like 3 of them.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Lions versus Ravens.
Okay.
That's who I
Lions,
have, and I'm
Ravens.
sticking to it.
Lions versus Ravens. I
Bills.
forgot
Ravens
about the
finally
Ravens.
find the Ravens
Man, you're right.
finally.
That's so deep.
Yeah.
Ravens, Chargers, Steelers.
Yep.
I like the
Bills,
Ravens. It's just like they've
Chiefs.
lost in these games.
That's
they
why I
shouldn't
think they're
be
gonna.
losing in.
I think it's going to be time.
Yep. And Lions are my winner.
Okay.
I'm going to go Eagles
That's a
versus
good
the
one.
Bills.
Okay.
And Bills.
And you said yours?
Super Bowl champs.
I don't know. The Bills Eagles kind of just. I am really high up on the Eagles right now. I think Saquon is.
He's been a ton.
He's a beast. Yeah.
And he's got something to prove.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool to see the resurgence of running backs in the NFL.
Yeah.
So Derrick Henry having a monster season, and
both backs for the Lions.
Barkley, both 2 backs for So that's been kind of cool. Are you going to make a prediction or no?
Probably the Bills and would Ravens.
No. That'd be a problem.
Yeah, that would. I'm gonna agree with you on this one.
Okay.
I like both those teams a lot.
I'm gonna go similar, but not similar. Bills versus Lions, and I want the Lions to win this one.
Okay.
I want the Lions. I think with the Lions, they've been down in the dumps in past years. That once they get into that moment, it's gonna be kind of like that they're really gonna want it.
Yep.
They also have a fearless coach,
Oh, Dan
which
Campbell.
helps.
I love that guy.
When you're the first time you're going there, and you have a coach that's more timid, I think you have a less of an opportunity.
Right.
But when you have a coach that's fearless, your team feels that energy.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they do get there that they win.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, predictions are in. So, gentlemen, thanks for joining us. That was fun.
Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. Happy Thanksgiving to you too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We going anywhere?
Staying in town.
That's the
All
best.
right.
Yeah, I
That's the
know.
best.
Staying
That is the
home.
best.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us for another episode of Podcats.